play his weather, and then we'll come back and say, here are your current temperatures in Champlain Valley, and then we go to the second show. And also at 6, they now carry the actual news live. I'm usually at home watching it, but once in a while I'm listening to it on TV. So we got a connection with it.
Hey, thanks for coming up. Good. All right, we'll get this started. Listen, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody that has showed up here today. There were other people that weren't able to attend, so this is great, and this is a big announcement for us today. 7 months ago, we opened Katie's house, and at that time, we made a commitment. You know, Katie has a foundation, you know, Katie's Kids, and we made a commitment that day to try to make a difference here at Katie's Place, and that we were going to start right away. And so 7 months later, we're here today, and we'll be able to present a check for $10,000 to Katie's house, and we are just really thrilled to do that. And how does that happen? That happens by a lot of hard work, but it really happens with the incredible people that live here in Chittenden County, and particularly in the Burlington area. Some are here today. Scott Boardman is here with us today. Scott Boardman and his family have made just a incredible donation to the foundation and a financial commitment to help Katie's foundation really get off the ground. And that was really the start of it. And Lisa and I want to thank the Boardmans. Scott's here. His wife and kids are very much part of the community. His wife has been involved in so many different organizations, helped out. So to have their support, Scott, I can't thank you enough. Really, thank you very much. There's others I just want to briefly mention. Joan Shannon's here. I think Joan was the first one to kick off really the big fundraiser we had at the start to help get us going as well. She has been committed. She's gotten her friends and everybody else, and that's what it takes. It's not going to take one or two people, but it does take a village. It really takes a village of what we're doing here today, the work that we do here, right? So I appreciate Joan, and her husband Ken's with us today, and Joan's been a big help. And there's been many other people in Burlington, the Sylvester family, Harlan Sylvester and his family, the Bisnet family, the Pomelo family. All these families have donated and have been part of Katie's foundation, and it's just been amazing. We've raised some money. We have a long ways to go. We have lofty goals. We're going to reach them, and we're going to make a difference in this crisis. I was talking to Paul the other day, and I asked Paul, I said, Paul, are we winning? Are we winning this battle? And his answer was, I'm not sure, Dave. And I think that's the right answer, because it can't be no. Because once we get there, we have an uphill battle. So it can never be no. There's too much hard work that goes on. Too many people in this community that give 24/7, 365 days a year. Kevin Garrison's here. He's been working in shelters and at the pods for the last 10, 15 years of his life trying to make a difference. Paul DeSalle's outreach program we have in the streets, right? We just opened up the shelter, I think, 3 times already this year, overnight shelter at the Miller Center in the month of December. I don't think that's ever happened here in Burlington. That's how tough a winter it's been. So what does that mean? That means Christmas night, New Year's night. There's no calendar, right, with this work, right? You just get up and you do it. And it reminds me what Katie used to say to me all the time. She would say, Dad, it's okay if we try and we reach these people and we don't succeed, but it's not okay not to give the effort. And I think in this room today, you see an effort. You see an effort in this community. You see an effort in the outpouring support that we have. So Lisa and I would like to thank everybody here that has contributed and made Katie's Foundation what it is today. Thank you. Like any business, like any foundation, it takes somebody at the top that's willing to say, I'll do this. I will organize this. I will put this together. we have that person with Katie's Foundation. Her name is Shelly Barrett. She's here today. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Shelly. Shelly, Lisa, and I appreciate all the work that you have done for this. So, and we'll look forward to working with you in the future because this is going to be a great foundation. So, again, I'm going to turn this over to Miro. And I can mention it now because he's here and he's going to speak. But Miro's wife, Stacy, and Miro and his family have been really supportive of the foundation. We've become personal friends. We've done a lot of cool work together. We talked about that the other day. And it's an honor to have him here today and to be able to speak. Here you go, Miro.
Well, I'm honored to be able to be a part of this special event. Thank you for asking me to be here, Dave. I was fortunate, I think like everyone in the room, just about everyone, to know Katie, to know that she was a remarkable young woman for many reasons. In part, she was one of the best people to communicate to her stubborn dad on many occasions, but she also, among her many great attributes, was an incredibly compassionate and empathetic woman. I think there are a lot of people who are empathetic. I think what was different about Katie is she didn't just stop with caring about these things. She wanted action. She wanted her dad to give away his old coats. She wanted to do something about this problem, which has been a chronic problem in Burlington for far too long now. And given that, we will always have this pain that Katie was taken from us far too soon, but to see her spirit and her desire to have an impact and desire to improve this community continue on and continue to have an impact and a growing impact in people's lives is really quite touching. Stacy and I are glad to be involved in a very small way, and we are grateful that this is continuing on and continuing to have an impact and continuing to play a role here at this facility that I would say is one of the few good things that came out of the pandemic is that this now under Paul Dragon's leadership and with CVOEO has become a permanent institution into helping address really to house the most vulnerable members of our community. I think we all hope that there's a day coming that where we do win, where we don't need facilities like this. It can feel like that day is a long way off. Fundamentally, we know that homelessness is a problem that has a number of different sources, but first and foremost, it is a housing problem, is a problem that comes from a scarcity of homes. With my kind of one of my other hats on these days of working with this group, Let's Build Homes, we believe the way to get to that future where we don't need as many facilities like this, and maybe someday don't need them at all, is we need more homes of all shapes and sizes for all of our neighbors. And Let's Build Homes is very happy to do whatever we can to support facilities like this until we get to that day, because it's a ways off. So Lisa, David, it's touching to be with you. We feel your pain still, and we feel your pride in this facility. Continue on. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Tiffany. I'm the program director here at Champlain Place Shelter in Burlington. We're a 24/7, 365-day-a-year low barrier facility in Burlington, Vermont. And we really want to say thank you to Katie's organization for the generous donation. It's going to go towards our staffing budget. In the winter months, we open an additional 26-bed winter warming shelter, and our staffing is really important to us so we can be able to serve our people where they're at. We're one of the only shelters that house people that are deemed unhousable, and we also serve their pets too if need be. And we're just really trying to get them in our doors, meet them where they're at, help them on their path to housing, and help them with a sustainable life with kindness.
So very modest from Tiffany. She does an incredible work. This is the largest shelter, I think, now here in Vermont, certainly in Chittenden County. And there are a few shelters that are open 24/7 that allow people to stay during the day. This one does. It does incredible work. She's the leader. She's what makes it go. We're going to start a big volunteer push for Katie's house. And we serve meals here 7 nights a week from 6 to 8. They come in prepared. But again, there's 54, 56 people lining up to have dinner here, and they need some help. Right now, they're using paid staff. It's kind of draining their services. So we're going to ask, and Tiffany's going to give the email, and then it will be on Katie's website, which Shelley, we're close to really kind of kicking one off officially. Katie would not be surprised that the weakest link in the foundation would be her dad not getting that website up and running. But we're close. We're close. But in the meantime, we're going to hope to start this here in January, looking for 2 volunteers a night from 6 to 8. 1 night a month is what we're asking for, and then we're going to have a sub list. So if you can't commit to 1 night a month, but you want to be on the sub list, there'll be a place to sign up, and we're going to try to make a difference that way. And before we present the check, right before we started, they said, okay, the speakers are going to be over here and the mic's over here. And my wife, Lisa, went right to the back of the room. Okay. And I could not close this press conference or this gathering without recognizing her. The heart and soul of her family, the greatest mom there was and still is, and for allowing this foundation to do the work it does. It's not easy, a lot of memories, right? There are tough days, but she has been there every step of the way. And it's been amazing, and she's an amazing partner. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. She's really kept us together, and I want to thank her publicly. And with that, she has to come up because she's going to bring the check, and Shelley's going to come up, and we get Tiffany and maybe Paul, and we can present you guys with a $10,000 check from Katie's foundation. So Tiffany, why don't you come right up here, and we'll get Shelley on one side, right?
Oh, you want me on this side?
Get in the middle.
Sorry.
That's okay. Get in the middle, Lisa. You right. There we go. And there we go, Paul.
Okay, gotcha.
And we hope there's many more of these to come. And we thank everybody for coming. And we hope this makes a difference. Thank you very much for having us today. Okay. Great. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Okay. Thanks.
that was great, Dave. You're so
Yep.
good at that.
Thank you. No,
Yes.
okay. All righty. Sign up the volunteer. Oh, Tiffany, can you give the email out? Okay. And then we'll have it on the site.
The email is trich@cvoeo.org. Thank you.
That's okay. We're still here. We can reenact it.
Okay.
You know how hard it is.
It's going to help solidify our staffing a little more and help our staffing budget. Our staff are really important to us, especially during the cold weather months when we have 26 beds. We need to be able to connect our guests to the proper services, mental health supports, medical supports, housing supports, counseling, whatever they need, financial aid of whatever kind. Even as simple as getting a voucher to get them some clothes that we might not have in stock in our donation pile, super important. This partnership's really important. Katie was a vital part of the homeless community prior to passing, and she radiated kindness. And that's really what's needed in this work, is extending that kindness to everyone. Katie's foundation is detrimental. They help us. They put out a bulletin about needing volunteers to help us gain our volunteers. We know if we need anything, we can reach out to Mr. and Mrs. Hartnett, and they're going to help us with it. And just having those supports is super nice. My name's Tiffany Rich. I'm the program director of Champlain Place Shelter. We're a 24/7, 365-day-a-year low-barrier facility in Burlington, Vermont. We provide community for some of the tougher cases that need to be housed. Being low barrier means that we help people with mental struggles, substance use issues, and we also don't require an ID, which a lot of shelters and the hotel motel program require to be housed, which is really big because the first thing lost when you're homeless is a vital doc, and that can sometimes make a barricade towards housing. We also serve people that have been deemed unhousable at other shelters due to their mental status and their substance use issues. And we just meet them where they're at. We try to get them the supports they need and hopefully get them housed long-term, but also sustainably. That way they can keep their housing, have the services they need even after leaving shelter. So the difference with low barrier is there's not, how can I put this? The requirements are smaller. You don't need IDs to get through the door. Our biggest requirement is being kind to yourself, your roommates, other guests, and our neighbors and community. We do require a weekly case management meeting, and that's about it. Our rules are a little more laid back. It's not a one and done. It's let's see what was the issue, let's work through it, and really meet you where you're at and get you the supports you need to be successful at shelter and then when you're housed. Yes. Yep. So we're looking for meal service volunteers right now. We're aiming to have 2 every night. It does not need to be the same people. Right now, our volunteers actually work a weekly schedule, but we'll take anything. We're really hoping to gear up and be ready long-term to have consistent volunteering to help, because that also helps our staffing structure here as well to know our meals are covered. We can continue to meet guests. We don't have to divvy staffing between the desk or helping with a crisis situation and having someone up here serving. Going into the new year, I feel like we're more equipped now than we were a few months ago. We're still working on it. It's a work in process. We're going to get there, and staffing is a big part of that. Our solid staff sometimes are people that are going to relocate for other reasons, and we want to be ready to really support them with the relocation, not have them worry about here, and fill the gaps. We're also running really strong partnerships with community providers. CHCB comes in once a month. We have Fletcher Free Library comes in once a month, and now the shop also comes in at least once a month and does haircuts, which is super new and nice. While we're looking for volunteers just for meal service, if meal service isn't your thing, we'll take volunteers for anything. Let's brainstorm and talk together. In-kind donations are always welcome as well. Socks, hats, gloves, beanies. You wouldn't believe how many we need right now. Clothing in various sizes, hygiene, paper products, and just time. The volunteer time is needed so bad. No, we're good. Awesome. Thank you.